Hello and welcome to Woke Watch. And before I get started, for reasons I don't understand, the first video clip I recorded over at the nature reserve this afternoon doesn't have any sound on it, so I'm redoing it here in the spare room. Today we're going to be looking at woke advertising, or rather advertising aimed at woke people. These adverts will often be called progressive, and when the term progressive is used, it means taking an agenda and forcing it down everyone's throats like a drunken punter face fucking a 20 quid prostitute. And with that beautiful mental image, back to the nature reserve. Last year, M&M's updated their mascots, or spokes candy as they're known, in order to make them more relatable. Now maybe it's just me, but I don't want to form an emotional bond with something I'm later going to eat. They also took the opportunity to introduce a new character or colour, purple, described as female, plus size and body positive. It's nice to see a candy company promoting obesity. Who knows, later this year we may find out that purple has type 2 diabetes. M&M's parent company, Mars, has also confirmed a rumour, which I'm sure has kept many of us awake for several years. That being that the other two female characters, Green and Brown, are in fact a lesbian couple. Now there's nothing wrong with lesbians, I've seen loads of their films, but I've yet to find myself wandering along the confectionery aisle at the supermarket, looking at the products and wondering about their sexualities. So, the marketing campaign itself. Woke might not be the right word. I think it's more condescending and patronising, because in order to show the strides women are making in the modern world, M&M's are releasing limited edition packets featuring only the female M&M's, but they're standing upside down to, quote, show how women have flipped the status quo, end quote. Once I'd read this, I went to tell Mrs. Disgruntled, being careful not to mansplain it to her like it was still 2016. And upon hearing the news, she leapt from her seat, went into the front garden and started setting off fireworks, a celebration of female empowerment. Whereas I, being a straight white man, the cause of all society's evils, I went upstairs and coming to terms with the fact that I'm guilty of the crime of being male, I sat in the shower and wept. That marketing campaign, someone signed off on that. There's a marketing department that came up with the idea, who took it to the board of directors, who said, yes, we'll do that. A marketing campaign that basically goes, women, you can achieve some limited things as well, in order to show that they're progressive and woke, and of course, not to try and sell their products to gullible females. Ladies, they do not give a fuck about you. Think about how you're represented by the spokes candies. Two of them are carpet lickers and the other one's fat. On a serious note, this marketing campaign is all about female empowerment. But Mars is an American company. And America is the country that's repealed some of its abortion laws through the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Meaning that there are millions of American women who can't get a legal abortion. They've lost autonomy over their own bodies. And things are no better in this country, because in the UK last week, one of the most prolific sex offenders of all time was finally sentenced. David Carrick committed 85 separate offences, 48 of which were rape. And at the time he was carrying out his crimes, he was a fucking serving police officer. So let's not get the bunting out just yet. Anyway, what other characters do I need to know more about until I'm comfortable buying the products they advertise? What about Coco the monkey from Cocoa Pops, who's portrayed as a male chimpanzee? I don't think I'll be okay buying that cereal until I know he's in a caring, consensual, loving relationship and enjoys getting rammed up his arse by his boyfriend. And how about Tony the Tiger from Frosties? Does he have neurodivergence issues? Well, every fucker does these days. Has he got ADHD and dyslexia? That would explain why he spells the word great with 3 R's. If you didn't grow up in Great Britain during the 1980s, these references won't make any fucking sense. And even though the marketing campaign and the limited edition packs of M&M's aren't that woke, that's who the advertising is aimed at. The screamy, oversensitive people who have to show they're doing their bit. Now, I'm all for equality. Men and women should be treated exactly the same whilst acknowledging we are physically different. But this isn't about equality. It's about taking cash from people who aren't that bright. We're coming to the end of this video. But this type of targeted marketing, where they're playing on people's emotions in order to basically carry out a cash grab, you'll see it every year during Pride Month, when these big faceless corporations start plastering rainbows over everything they fucking sell. And in the UK, one of the best known, I think it's Marks and Spencer's. They take their BLT sandwich and make it the LGBT sandwich by adding one ingredient that begins with the letter G. The thing is though, I have an image of a confused young man trying to come out to his parents and saying, "Mum, Dad, there's something I need to tell you. I think I like other men. I'm a guacamole." As ever, thanks for watching.